Good morning, everyone. It's almost 9 o'clock in the morning. Today is Thursday, August the 4th, and this is day 23 of my Colorado Trail through hike. Had a productive day in Buena Vista yesterday. Got resupplied and back out at the trail this morning to get started. Today I'll be starting segment 13, which is from Silver Creek here to Chalk Creek Trailhead. This segment's about 22.4 miles. It's 4,296 feet up and 5,343 feet down. Plan is to divide this segment into a couple days. Campsites are at mile 9.1, 13.9, and 15.5. So I've got a few options there, and I'll pick one based upon how I'm doing today. The high point for the day will be to climb up and out of Silver Creek up Mount Yale, and it'll be a climb up to about 11,884 feet. And I think, if I remember, I looked yesterday, but I think I seen that it was maybe a 3 mile or so climb. So let's get started. Only about a half a mile into the climb so far. Nothing like a climb first thing in the morning, especially after a resupply. Can definitely tell the pack's a little bit heavier than it was this time yesterday. So I just checked, looks like I have about 2.8 miles to the top of this one. So that would make this climb somewhere around 3.5 miles. Stopping to take a break and grab a little bite to eat. Thought I'd show you the view here from where I am sitting at. Definitely gaining some elevation. I just checked and it looks like I'm still about 2.2 miles from the top, so there's still quite a ways to go. Stopped real quick just to take a look behind. I believe that is part of Buena Vista below. I'm not 100% sure, but looks like I have come a little ways since it's a little after 11 and just have about another 1.2 miles to the top of this one. Thought I would capture this peak up here. Looks really cool with the sun hitting it. Hoping to get to a water source right down here and filter some water, and ran into another hiker from Australia, Lee, who we have been hiking with up the climb. We've been kind of taking turns leading up it, and hopefully we'll stop here and take a little break and filter some water. Well, after 3.5 hours and 3.5 miles, I finally made it to the top of Mount Yale. I think that was one of the hardest climbs that I've had to do so far. Maybe I'm just forgetting some of the ones at the beginning, but I'll pan around here. There's not really a big, magnificent view. There's a little bit of a flat area on the top, and then there are views, but they're kind of through the trees. It's kind of hard to see probably on video. But for only traveling 3.5 miles today in 3.5 hours, it's going to be a long day. Luckily from here, it's pretty much downhill for the rest of the day, so should be able to make up some time for that climb. So check in later. Wanted to grab a picture of this view on the way down this descent here. This is what we couldn't really see through the trees, but gorgeous mountain. Hello everyone. It's about a little bit after 4 and still working my way towards camp for the night. It shouldn't be too much further, maybe a half a mile or so. Unfortunately, I didn't get as far as I wanted to today. I think it's because of the initial climb up Mount Yale, taking 3.5 hours. I thought I would be closer to mile 13 for camping tonight, but actually, I think I haven't checked yet, but I think I'm more around mile number 9, something like that. which I think is pretty good considering today's climb. It definitely kicked my butt. So being a little after 4, hopefully I'll be at camp by 4:30 and get set up and have plenty of time to fix dinner and get everything done that I need to get done before it starts getting dark. And then weather seems, I haven't checked to see if I have a cell signal or anything here, but the weather feels very warm. It may be from hiking, but right now just the based on the elevation that we're at and all, I think that it's pretty warm. Hiked most of the day with another hiker who's also doing the entire through hike to Durango, and he was from Australia, and he broke off back at the last trailhead, Avalanche Trailhead. He was doing a hitch into Buena Vista, which is where I was yesterday, to resupply. He was out of food, so that was a bummer. It was nice to have someone to hike with, even though it was just for a day. It makes a big difference. So anyway, I will check back when I get into camp. Well, what do you think? I think this looks like a good campsite, and just heard thunder, so it's going to have to work. So just need to find a nice flat place and get quickly set up. It's about 4:45 and just got camp set up. That was probably the quickest I ever set up camp. As soon as I arrived, I heard some thunder, so that helped light a fire and get it done quickly. Pretty good sized campsite. It looks like it will hold quite a few tents in here. I am the only one here. There may be someone else come in later, who knows, but right now I'm the only one here. And I'll show you a little bit about what it looks like. It's kind of nestled down here. I'm not getting any wind at all, which is nice. And don't see any dead trees around me, so that's always a good thing. And haven't checked yet to see if I have any cell connection, but I'll do that next. But definitely looks like there could possibly rain at any moment, so I'm going to get dinner on. Good evening, everyone. It's about 6 o'clock, and I wanted to go ahead and close out Thursday, August the 4th, day 23. Currently, I'm on segment 13 from Silver Creek to Chalk Creek Trailhead. Hiked 9.1 miles today, which included the 3.5 mile, 3.5 hour climb up and over Mount Yale, which for me was extremely difficult. I hoped to make it to 13.9 today, but just ran out of daylight, and also there was a potential for a storm coming in. I hiked with another CT through hiker today, Lee from Australia, for most of the day. Lee split off back at Avalanche Trailhead to hitch into Buena Vista to do another resupply. So hopefully we'll meet up again somewhere down the trail. So I'll go ahead and close for now, and tomorrow I'll go over the plan for tomorrow's hike. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.